In a land where democracy's banner proudly flew, there stood a leader somewhat askew. Biden, they called him, with a mind worn and frayed, constantly exhausted, confused and dismayed. With tired eyes and a grumbling tone, he addressed American soldiers, all on their own. Incoherent words emerged from his lips, leaving his audience in awkward blips. "Soldiers," he exclaimed in a voice quite slow, confusing their roles, their missions and ego. "What you must do," he continued in a haze, "is help protect those turtles who lays." The soldiers stood frozen, questioning their fate, wondering how protecting turtles could relate. Their minds whirred and turned, seeking some sense in the ramblings of a leader far from present tense. Yet Biden carried on, despite it all, pointing towards a flag starting to fall. "Grab those trifold T-shirts and fold them, my dear. The fate of America rests on your rear." The chuckles erupted, the soldiers bemused, as they stared at each other, a little confused. Was this their mission, their patriotic call? To fold T-shirts and watch flags surely fall? They pondered for a moment, hesitant in the breeze, then whispered to one another, "We must appease." Without much choice, they did as he asked. Lines upon lines, these soldiers had been tasked. But something was amiss. As their minds grew weary, Biden's instructions only left them teary. For amidst the confusion and muddled clatter, there lay something deeper, a more meaningful matter. They stood tall and steady, these soldiers aware that leadership required focus, passion and care. Although the words were jumbled, their message unclear, the soldiers pushed onwards without any fear. They formed a team tighter than before, knowing their purpose was worth fighting for. Through thick and thin, united they stood, impervious to the confusion, the forgotten good. And as they folded those T-shirts with precision, they laughed and joked, finding strength in derision. Biden may be tired, incoherent and slow, but these soldiers knew how to make their own show. They knew their duty was bigger than one man, and together they'd navigate this bewildering plan. With smiles on their faces, they soldiered on still, ready to embrace whatever life would fulfill. So let us remember, in these difficult times, that leadership can falter, even with the grandest rhymes. But it's up to us, with humour and grace, to triumph through confusion and quicken the pace. For in the end, it's not about politics or name, but how we unite to find strength and tame. In the face of adversity, we'll rise and excel and create a brighter world where laughter shall dwell.